welcome back. Today is Friday, May 15th. I have your 5 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. It is day 26 of the NBA playoffs, and today's games are chef's kiss. What a beautiful slate ahead of us. Rocking my Cubs gear today in Chicago. It is Cubs versus Sox. It's the Crosstown Championship or Crosstown title. Not fully sure what the full name is, but it's going to be a fun day in Chicago. Everyone's going to be, Sox are good. So it's always fun when the Sox are good. Cubs, Sox battling it out. Should be a fun day ahead of us. A PCA versus the Samurai. Who has it better than us here today? Some fun NBA action, though. Both games are on Prime today, so you definitely will have to be on the other app for this game. But it's going to be well worth it. Game 1 is at 6 o'clock. Detroit versus Cleveland, 209 over-under. Cleveland, 3.5-point favorite. They lead this series 3-2, and they have home court here. This is going to be an incredible game. 3 of the 5 games have been over of this series, so if you're telling me which way I'm leaning, I'm probably going to be leaning the over, and the favorite has covered 4 of the 5 games, so I'll definitely probably be taking Cleveland in this one at home, but Cade Cunningham is a bad man. So watch Cade Cunningham have an incredible game, but I'm definitely leaning Cleveland in this early matchup. And then again, I'm going to take the over in this game. The over-under in this line has just dropped down. Game 1, could you imagine? Game 1, this line was at 217, and now it's at 209. And then Game 1, the line was Detroit 3.5. It seems like every single game of the home team is going to be a 3.5-point favorite. So just like today, 3.5-point favorite. Again, going to be leaning Cleveland in this one. I just feel like the Detroit Pistons just don't have enough wagons to circle this game. If they somehow win this game, if Detroit wins this game, they'll be playing on Sunday for Game 7. If they don't, then Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals will be on Tuesday. But if they win, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final will be on Sunday. So we either have a game on Sunday for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, or it shifts to Tuesday for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's a little scheduling update. So we will have a video Sunday no matter what for this channel. And then again, the late night game, 8:30 is the game on Prime. Spurs versus Wolves. They've had 3 days of rest, 218 over-under. Shockingly enough, this over-under stayed pretty much the same. Game 1, this line was at 218, and Game 5, this over-under was at 218. There's only been 2 games where this number has not been at 218. So today feels like another over day, and this line has stayed. Spurs have been the favorite in every single game of this series at pretty much 5.5 all the way up. I think this opened up at 4.5, but 5.5 has been the lowest it's been all the other games. Every other game of the series has been at 5.5, and the Spurs have covered 3 of the 5 games, and the overs hit 4 of the 5 games too. So definitely leaning the over, and I'm taking the Wolves here. I think the Wolves will win this game. If they do win this game, they force a Game 7. They'll be playing Monday. I think that's how it's going to go. So they'll play Monday if there's a game. Oh no, if they'll play Sunday. If there's no Game 7, Monday will be Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. And if there is a Game 7, it shifts to Wednesday. So it's either going to be Tuesday, Wednesday if both road teams or both that's not right. Both underdogs win this game. Both the games will be on Tuesday, Wednesday. But if both favorites win these games, it's going to be on Sunday, Monday for Game 1 and Game 1 of the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. Hopefully that wasn't as confusing as I made that to seem. So it's either Monday or Wednesday, or it's either going to be Sunday or Tuesday for the Eastern Conference Finals. But a fun day ahead of us. Some fun NBA action. I cannot wait. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap the other day's action yesterday in the NBA. Ended up going 2-1 in best bets overall. We cashed the Sam Merrill 2+3s at plus money. And then Chris LeVert, he finished the game with 7. Tobias Harris, the prince that has fallen. 2 straight unders for Tobias Harris. Toby, he's taking plenty of shots. I'm not that mad. The rebounds were shockingly not there as well. But that was on 2 days ago? That was Wednesday? That was Wednesday. But today, I'm wanting the 5-0 sweep here. I'm feeling it. I'm loving the slate here today. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, probably will be a popular play because it's Donovan Mitchell. It's who you're going to pick. Are you taking Cade Cunningham, or are you taking Donovan Mitchell in the versus who's going to score more points? Donovan Mitchell at home has been a wagon every single playoff series that I've ever seen him play in the last few years. I'm going to continue to hop on the wagon. So it can be Donovan Mitchell to go over 26.5 points, -122 on DraftKings. He's only gone over 3 for his last 5 playoff games, but 8 for his last 10 home playoff games. He's a wagon at home, averaging 32.7 points per game. He has a 67% hit rate all season long on this number, but even in the playoffs, 8 for his last 10 home playoff games. Game 1, this line was at 24.5. He finished that game with 23 points, taking 19 shots, and played 35 minutes in Game 1. Game 2, this line was at 25.5. He had 31 points in Game 2, taking 24 shots, playing 37 minutes. First home game of the series, Game 3, the line was at 26.5. He had 35 points in that game, taking 24 shots, playing 38 minutes in that game. Game 4, we took his over. His line was at 26.5, where we're currently at. He had 43 points in that game. If you remember that incredible second half that he had, having 26 shots in that half, and played 37 minutes. And then last game, Game 5, this number was at where we're currently at, 26.5. He had 21 points in that game. Only took 18 shots in that game, played 42 minutes, and it felt like he left a few shots. James Harden was cooking a lot in that game, but we all know Game 7, James Harden, you do not trust him. I'm going to trust Donovan Mitchell to take over the shot volume in the next game. Seemed like last game it was we'll let you take care of it if you take care of the next game, and I think he's going to do that here today. Again, been great at home. Last 3 home games against Detroit, 30, 35, and 43 points. In those last 3 home games, he's been dominant in those games. He's at least taken 20 field goal attempts in 5 of his last 6 home playoff games. That's a 77% hit rate this season when he takes 20-plus shots. His field goal attempt line per Prize Picks is at 20.5 at -140. So they definitely feel like Donovan Mitchell is going to take 20-plus shots in a game. And at home this year, when he's taken 20-plus shots in a game, he gets the over 81% of the time, which we love overall. I have it projected here at 28-plus points. I'm not afraid of him even scoring 30-plus points in this game. It felt like last game, again, he was going to let James Harden cook. He was dominating all performance. I feel like in this one, returning home, last 3 home games against Detroit, 30, 35, 43, 8 for his last 10 home playoff games. He's been dominant at home in playoff games all the time. I'm just going to go back to the well here. So give me Donovan Mitchell to go over 26.5 points, -122 on DraftKings. Jumping to the other side of the ball here, I'm going to change it up. I am taking Cade Cunningham, but I'm not going to take Cade Cunningham points. I feel like in this game, I feel like the Cavs, they weren't doubling Cade Cunningham a lot. I feel like they were allowing Cade Cunningham just to tire himself out last game. And last game, he was great. He had an incredible performance, but I think the rebounds assist department is going to be where he's at today. I feel like a lot more double teams are going to come his way. He's going to have to pass the ball in this matchup a lot more. And the rebounds have been steady the last few games overall. So give me Cade Cunningham to go over 13.5 rebounds, assists, -130 on DraftKings. Weird enough, I've taken under on him in this number, and I've taken an over. Found a good number here. 13.5 feels pretty normal for Cade Cunningham overall. Game 1, this line was at 15.5. If you don't, Game 1, this line was at 14.5. He had 10 rebounds, assists in Game 1. Had 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Played 42 minutes in that game. Game 2, this line was at 15.5. We took the under in that game. He finished with 13 rebounds, assists, 10 assists, 3 assists in that game. Game 3, this line was at 14.5. He had 20 rebounds, assists in Game 3, having 10 assists, 10 rebounds in his first road game of the series. Game 4 for the second road game, line was at 14.5. He had 9 rebounds, assists in that game. 6 assists, 3 rebounds, played 39 minutes. And then the last game, this line was at 14.5, had 16 rebounds, assists last game, having 9 assists and 7 rebounds, played 48 minutes in that one. He's going to be playing so much in this game. Again, last game playing 48 minutes in that game. And last game, he made 63 passes, received 82. So he's definitely going to have the ball in his hands the majority of the time. He had 16 potential assists last game and still only had 9 in that one. I love the potentials opportunities from last game. Again, he made 63 passes, received 82. So he's going to be getting the ball a lot in this game. 82 passes. The next closest person receiving that many passes was 30 difference. He was at 57 in that one. So he's definitely going to be getting the ball a lot in this game. And then the rebound chances have been game. Last game had 15 rebound chances in that one. Last game overall, he had 31 potentials in that game, which we like a lot. And I expect in this game, Cleveland to shrink the floor even more. I think they're going to send more double teams in this game. I have him projected here at 15 rebounds, assists in this game. I have him at 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Again, he made a lot of passes last game. He's been great on the road all season long. 64% hit rate on the road this season, averaging 15.1 rebounds, assists per game. 64% hit rate all season long. 68% hit rate on the road all season. So even better at all season versus on the road. 4% better overall. Last 3 in Cleveland versus Cleveland, he's had 20, 20, and then 9 rebounds, assists, with the last 2 games, him having 34 and 14 potentials in this one. So 2 of the last 3 games, or 2 of the last 3 games overall, he's had 34, 14, and again, 31 potentials. I feel like this game, he's going to be the main offensive hub. Maybe a few more rebounds, bounces his way in this game. Rebounds the last 3 games have been at 10, 3, and 7. Again, last game having 15 rebound chances. I feel like he's going to have the ball in his hand the majority of the time. Again, receiving 82 passes in last game. 16 potential assists this game. I think more double teams are going to be sent his way in this one, so it could be Cade Cunningham to go over 13.5 rebounds, assists, combines 130 on DraftKings. Jump into the late game here. I got 3 plays in this one. Definitely let me know down below if you have another play in that Cleveland Detroit game. I would love to hear where you guys are going. I was kind of leaning Evan Mobley points, assists in that game as well. I think Evan Mobley will have a great game. Hey, maybe even Sam Merrill 2+ threes again, but I'm definitely going to be moving on to the late night game. This man for the Wolves is coming in this matchup with 2 days of rest, and that's going to be great for that bone bruise that he's been having. Anthony Edwards has been a wagon as well at home in the playoffs here. He's been a wagon against the Spurs at home overall, so give me Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, to go over 25.5 points, combines 132 on FanDuel. He's gone only over 2 for his last 5 of this series, but 4 for his last 8 against the Spurs overall, and he's been great at home. 3 for his last 4 home playoff games. 3 of his last 4 home games versus the Spurs, averaging 30.7 points per game. Game 1, this line was at 19.5. He had 18 points in his returning game in Game 1. Took 13 shots, played 25 minutes in that game, if you don't remember. Game 2, that line was at 19.5. That was the blowout of the series. Had 12 points, took 13 shots, played 24 minutes in Game 2. Game 3, this is when he starts ramping it up. The line was at 22.5. He had 32 points in Game 3 in his first home game returning home. Took 26 shots in that game, played 41 minutes in Game 3. Game 4, this line was at 25.5. We took the over in that game. He had 36 points in that game, having 22 shots, playing 40 minutes. And then the most recent game, the line was at 25.5, where we're currently at. Had 20 points, only took 13 shots in that game. Very weird for Anthony Edwards. Played 39 minutes in that game. He definitely seemed like he got tired at the end of last game, so he didn't have enough lift. But loving the spot. 2 days of rest coming into this game. We love the rest opportunity. When he has this many days of rest coming into a matchup, he gets the over 56% of the time, averaging 28.6 points per game. Then a 67% hit rate at home with this many days of rest, having 39, 32, and 17 points in those 3 games with 2 days of rest at home. Last game versus the San Antonio Spurs, when he's had this much days of rest coming into a matchup, he had 34 points in that game, but that was back in 2024, so it's been a while. The field goal attempt line per Prize Picks is at 19.5 minus 140, so they definitely feel like he's going to take 20-plus shots, and when Ant-Man takes 20 field goal attempts per game, he gets the over 84% of the time, averaging 34.1 points per game, and a 75% hit rate versus the Spurs when he's taken 20-plus shots, with 3 straight 30-point games against the Spurs with that volume. I have him projected here at 28-plus points. He's going to be playing 40-plus minutes in this game. He's going to take 20-plus shots. He's coming into this game with 2 days of rest. This is a must-win game here at home. I'm trusting Ant-Man here to go over 25.5 points, combines 132 on FanDuel. Jump into my 4th play here. Going to the other side of the ball here. This rookie has looked great in the points rebounds department. I'm going back to the well here. Dylan Harper has been great these playoff series. He's been way better than I thought overall. I'm going to go back to him. So give me Dylan Harper to go over 14.5 points rebounds, combines 130 on FanDuel. He's gone over 6 for his last 10 playoff games, averaging 18.7 points, rebounds. Game 1, this line was at 12.5. He had 22 points, rebounds in Game 1, 18 points, 4 rebounds, taking 13 shots, and he played 29 minutes in Game 1. Game 2, this line was at 14.5, where we're currently at. He had 18 points, rebounds in that game, 11 points, 7 rebounds, only took 10 shots in that game, and played 22 minutes in game 2. Game 3, this line was at 14.5. There was his first under. He only had 12 points, rebounds in game 3, 8 points, 4 rebounds in that game. Only took 6 shots in that one. Played 20 minutes in game 3. Game 4, this line was at 13.5. He had 31 points, rebounds, had 24 points, 7 rebounds, took 11 shots, and played 27 minutes in that game. And then game 5, the most recent game, had a double-double. His line was at 14.5. He had 22 points, rebounds, 12 points, 10 rebounds, took 10 shots, played 25 minutes in game 5. He's been great against the Wolves overall this season, 5 for his last 8. When he plays 19 plus minutes against the Wolves overall, he gets this over 71% of the time, averaging 19.1 points, rebounds, 87% hit rate when he plays 25 plus minutes like he has 3 of the 5 games of this series. Averaging 20 points, rebounds per game, and has played, again, 25 plus minutes in 3 of the 5 games. So I feel good about him playing 25 plus minutes. Again, last 5 games rebounding wise, he's had 4, 7, 4, 7, and then 10 rebounds in the most recent game, having 9 rebound chances per game overall. So we like the rebounding opportunity we've been getting from him. And again, he's been over 4 of the 5 games of the series, having 18 plus points, rebounds in every single one of his overs of the series. I have him projected here at 16 points, rebounds. I have him at 10 points, 6 rebounds in this game, 72% hit rate if he just plays 20 plus minutes this season, averaging 17.2 points, rebounds, has played 20 minutes in every single game of this series. He's going to be on the court. He's going to shoot a little better than he did last game. Shot 4 from 10 from the field last game. It still got the over on this number, so give me Dylan Harper, the rookie, to go over 14.5 points, rebounds. Come on, 30 on FanDuel. Jump into my 5th and final play of the day. I wish it was 2 words for you, Naz Reid, but they have jacked up his points, rebounds to 20.5. Crazy that Naz Reid's line has just jumped all the way up there for me. I'm pivoting to a man. He did get hurt in this series too, but he's looked great these last 3 games overall, and that's Ayo Dosunmu. I'm an Ayo Dosunmu fan, my former Bull. I'm going to trust him here today, maybe on his last game of the season. I doubt it, but it could be, so give me Ayo Dosunmu to go over 17.5 points, rebounds, come next 114 on FanDuel. He has gone over 5 for his last 9 playoff games, averaging 20.1 points, rebounds. Game 1, this line, he didn't play. He was injured. If you don't recall, he was hurt in game 1. Game 2, he returned from injury, played 10 minutes in that game, only took 4 shots and recorded it a 0 burger. He pulled a Tony Snell in that game 2, but only played 10 minutes. Game 3, this line was at 11.5. He had 11 points, 7 rebounds in game 3, so 18 points, rebounds, played 32 minutes, took 12 shots. So game 3, he was getting full-blown minutes, and he looked pretty good overall. Game 4 was his first under. This line was at 17.5, where we're currently at. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds in game 4, played 30 minutes, and only took 12 shots in that game. Game 5, this line was at 15.5. He had 16 points, 9 rebounds in game 5, played 33 minutes, and took 14 shots in that game. He looked great in game 5, and I think that's going to continue here today. Last 3 games, rebounding-wise, he's had 7, 5, and 9 rebounds in the last 3, having 11, 12, and 11 rebound chances in all 3 of those games. Last 4 home games, he's had 28, 47, 18, and 15 points, rebounds, and the only game he went under, he went 3 for 12 from the field. He shot poorly in the 1 under game where he had 15 rebounds, assists. No Dante DiVincenzo. He's gone over 3 for his last 4 without Dante DiVincenzo in the lineup. Again, taking out the one game he went under, he only played 10 minutes in that game. 88% hit rate this season when he plays 30 plus minutes. And again, last 3 games, he's played 32, 30, and 33. Averaging 24.6 points, rebounds, over 4 for his last 5 games against the Spurs when he's played 30 plus minutes overall. 91% hit rate when he takes 12 shots in a game, averaging 23.9 points, rebounds, and the line is set for him according to Prize Picks at 11.5 at minus 140. So he's definitely going to get to the 12 mark. And if he does, a 91% hit rate. I have him projected here at 19 points, rebounds. I have him at 14 points and 5 rebounds in this game. Clearly hitting the over in this one. I'm going to trust Ayo Dosunmu here to go over for 17.5 points, rebounds, come minus 114 on FanDuel. And those are my 5 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below what's your best bet. I always love to tell you guys in the comments section. Would love to hear from you guys. in the comment section for these big games here. Today we're going Ayo points, rebounds, Dylan Harper points, rebounds, Anthony Edwards, the superstar player to do what he does in these big time games. Cade Cunningham, rebounds, assists, and then Donovan Mitchell to dominate this game back at home, over 26.5 points. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Hopefully we get some game sevens here. That would be incredible. We need another game. We need another round of the Spurs Wolves. If you want me to take a spread in that game, give me the Wolves plus 5.5 at home. That seems pretty good overall. And then give me the over. The over is going over 4 of the 5 games of that series. So give me Cleveland. Give me the Wolves here at home. Give me Donovan Mitchell, Cade, Ant, Dylan, Ayo. Big day ahead of us. Beautiful day ahead of us. Hopefully having a wonderful Friday. Again, it shows me 75% of viewers that are watching are not subscribed. So I'm talking to you. If you're watching the video, if you're watching up to this point, might as well leave a like and subscribe. It just takes a few seconds for you, and it means the world to me. It just takes a few seconds of your time, and subscribing's free, so might as well subscribe. Have your sister subscribe. Have your mom subscribe. Have your brother subscribe. Beautiful day ahead of us. Hopefully having a wonderful Friday. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.